There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a chance with that jumping. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The super armor does its job. Player 2 with the life lead. There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Deftly shuts out the jumping. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. That drive impact doesn't get through. Takes the goes for the super arm. That drive impact is blocked. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Quick breather. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Oh, there's the impact. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jump? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Dashes! Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters planning something? Big throws. Going in? Just goes for it at this range. This is gonna hurt. Experiencing burnout. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Counting on the super to do the job. Knockdown and... Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up there? Anti-air in this punch. Player 2 can't use any drive move. Gotta play it safe. Drive impact misses. Definitely stays out of range. Both fighters are playing with impact. Squat. These fighters are swinging. Oh, critical art now? Lots of pitch flatlines though. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Okay, take them all the way to the corner. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Takes a drift. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Taking stock. Big counter. Sticks the combo. Life lead opens up. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Hammers them with a just goes for it at this rate. KO. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Jumps. Controls the distance with a smart kill-rush back. The fighters continue to check each up or the cycle can. Time to start cooking. Box him with a target combo. Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Experiencing burnout. How will they utilize this? Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Peppers them with a psycho blitz. Jumps up. There's a change of side. Player KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The last round. It's now or never. Player one took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Big opportunity now in this corner. Both sides getting ready. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Beautiful timing with that flicker. Amazing. And whip. They're wide open. Oh, combo. Anti-air in the clutch. Rushes in. Nothing stops this train. Noticeable life lead. Is the comeback still complicated? This time to bust this out. Oh, sends him a personalized telegram with that frightening critical. Can they muster up the nerve to fight back and take this round? They are done. Player two has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute. Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Denies the attack and deals some damage with that quick combo. Starts with a jump in. Player two with the life lead. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Parries the attack. Saw that jump in coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Checks him with a projectile. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Hold your breath. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Medium kick hit. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Max Essex does the math, shows their work, and busts out the drive kick. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. In there! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Crowns them from above. The last one. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Ooh, you never. Oh, it's with the rush. The cyclone hit. Now we gotta see something. Player one with the rhythm owning that space. This may turn into a big chance. They are not getting close to each other. Starts with whirlwind. Uses their drive gauge. The big bang. Punish counter on reaction. Both are ready to pull the trigger on the anti-air in the clutch. Definitely stays out of range. Racing. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Jump drop them. This is gonna hurt. Notice it burns out. Grab them. Both sides get, oh my God, Rock Super. They can't get hit here. They're taking a step back to slow down. It is over. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. A jump, clutch, anti-air. Controls the distance with a smart kill rush back. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Knockdown. Answers the drive impact with the drive hit. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Taking stock. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy game. Ends with a projectile. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks that jump in easily. Now they can go on the offensive. Jump. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Lays out a whirlwind. Quick breather. Player two chases them down. Goes for the jump in. Still scrapping for control of the space. Jumps up. breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Springs forward with a drive rush. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. She's making the chat go nuts with OD spinning mixing. Spreads it cleanly. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Controls the distance with a smart kill rush back. Shoots off a fireball up close. Decides to go in with the target combo. The drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What's the play here? Got their eye on the air. Takes a trip. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Trying to read each other here? Take OD cycle uppercut, puts them on the rope. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Both fighters are barely alive. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Lays down a whirlwind. Both fighters are barely hanging in there, but someone's gotta act. So little life left. Both fighters are weighing, gets tagged by the fireball. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks with a medium kick. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in. Springs forward with a drive rush. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Knockout and hustles in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Throws a fireball. So, what's next? Sneaks in above. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. They're laying into each other. Drive rush to keep it going. Decides to go fancy on left jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Drive rush. Big drive gauge difference here with hitting it all on the drive rush. Player 1 can't use bomb critical. What's gonna happen? Close range projectile. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. They are not getting good flatline zone. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Good parry there, and... okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. The attack is parried. Knockdown. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Just out of range for that, but down to the wire. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Life lead opens up. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Lays down a whirlwind. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Medium kick hits. The cyclone hits. Now we gotta see something. Burnout activates. Hits him with a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Wow, that's some big time damage. The star's active. Here comes the rude dancer. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. So, what's next? Genius read with that throw escape. Oh, could be the start of something. Lays down a whirlwind. This is the time we gotta do better than that. Are they going all in with a rush? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? The fighter's forward rush. Right. Burnout activates. drops them from the air. Oh, kisses the fireball. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Definitely stays out of range. Who hits the drive? Medium kick hits. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Needs to jump in with a perfect parry. All the throw connects. Player one is working with a better game. All in with a rush. Arabian Cyclone. Oh, here we go. Player one can't let his simmer. Links in. Player one can't use drive anymore. Blocks the low kick. Dangerous range here. Whirlwind shot. Changes the pace with the fire. Throws him. Amazing. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player two is in a very good clutch anti-air. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Ugh, take a seat. Looking for a hole. They're just gonna go for it with the super. The throw is denied. They gotta find something to work with here. Who are they swinging at? Answers with a fireball. Oh my God, Rock Super! I called it! They are done! Player one was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Definitely shuts out the jumper. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Gets a chance at that jump in. Takes the chance to hurt him. Taking stock. From up above. They hit each other. Great work finding the opening. Goes for the super up. Cycle Storms bringing a flurry of pain right to their doorstep. They couldn't shake the projectile. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Big counter. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Still plenty of time left. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Kill rush. Smart play with the throw. Flies in with the Cobra Punch. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Player bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Knockout and player two might have just shifted this round into high gear. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player two will look to a links in. Closing moment crashes out the gauge right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish! Player one showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Kill rush. Gets the jump in. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Combo with the target combo. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? I can't keep track of these corner switches. In a dire situation, they can't afford any. Oh! The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Their spacing is so on point, but who's gonna blink first? Went for the chip kill. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Kill rush. Breaks the block with a throw. Jumps. Takes them all. Answers with a psycho uppercut. Still scrapping for control of the space. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Hits them with a 1-2-3. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Goes for the throw. Oh, the throw connects. Raw super hard incoming. Burnout activates. Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, up for the psycho can. Time to start cooking. The super doesn't hit. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Who will come out on top in this final round? Psycho can is activated. Let's see what they do now. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps. Still scrapping for control. All in with a rush. Player 1 can super arc to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Player 1 has got to work something that throws them. Both sides getting ready. That big fist, this is gonna hurt. Wall splat into the guard break. Oh, yo, raw super here. A real test of pumps the brakes on the impact. Target combo into. What are they gonna do? What a finish! Player 1 survives that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Dashes forward. Toggles in. Jumps. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Player 2 is just about out of drive out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Starts with a jumper. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Grabs them. Alright, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. From up above. Still very early in the round. Hits them with a stop and pop. Psycho can is activated. Let's see what they do now. The super doesn't hit. The jump in is denied. Barely blocks the jump in. Going in. Looking for a chance. Oh, says no to the impact. Kill rush. Jumps. Drive gauge gap here. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? We're out of standstill, but we may see interruptions soon. Are we going to see a comeback here? Are they going to be able to come back? Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Oh, huge kick. Anti-air in the clutch. Shows off raw super hard incoming. Player 1 is in a... Oh, yo! Raw super here. Who puts the fear of God in? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Who's going to steal this win? Goes with the safe stuff with that all the throw connects. Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for offense? Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. What are they gonna do? Links it. Nothing stops this train. Player 1 burn out, but they may have a plan here. Both sides getting ready. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Looking for a hole, throws them. What now? Something nasty's coming with the psycho cannon. Jump! Knew the throw was coming. Rearranging the eternal organ. Closes it out. Player 1 comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jumps in. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Trips him up. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? This is a real back and forth match. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Nails the anti-air. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. The jump-in is denied. Takes a trip. Player 1 chases them down. A quick breather. KO! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Jumps. Both fighters brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the target combo as a filler. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Looking for a chance. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Their will to win is really being tested here. Gets the jump in. All in with a rush. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Going in. Oh my god, what a throw set. Player with more fuel to the fire. Cook him up. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Eat that. Taking no prisoners. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 1 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Gets the counter hit. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. They're in the corner. This may change the match. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 survives that tense mirror match. Another rematch. These two are really getting into it. Uses the target combo as a filler. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 chases them down. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Drive reversals can get you out of goes for the super arm. Cycles KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Gets carried to the corner. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Uses the target combo as a filler. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Will this super art do anything? Decisive flatline zone. Player 1 comes away with the win. It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Denies the attack and the throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 has the life advantage. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Uses the parry. No good up high. Holds out with the block. Throws them to negate the block. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Next hit will end the round. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. All right, what's coming up next? Gotta be in there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Combo with the target combo. Still very early in the round. Blocks the impact. Projectile to track springs forward with the drive rush. Player one chases them down. Holds out with the block. Jumps. Decides to meet them in the air. Plenty of space between the drive rush to keep it going. Feeling out the spacing. Controls the distance with a smart kill rush back. Jumps in. Both fighters planning something? Midway point of the round. Time to get serious. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Springs forward with the drive rush. Burnout triggered. Going in. Player two has an empty drive gate. This is a very precarious situation. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Jump. Solid anti-air. Whoa, are they actually dead? Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Who's going to steal this win? Controls the distance with a smart kill rush back. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. They're in range. We're gonna see a Testando with the jump in. Deals the ring cage from TLC. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Watching each other carefully. Boom. Setting it all on the drive rush. All in with the rush. A jump. Amazing. Psycho Blitz wakes him up. Player two. Reversal. A real test of nerves here. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Jump. Flatline zone. Player one comes away with the win. We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Jump in, find the block. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Blocks the jump in. Player two is using their drive liberally. All that effort for so little payoff. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Jumps up. Both can end the round in a burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player will opt for the cycle camp. Time to start cooking. The super doesn't hit. A quick breather. KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Grabs and throws them away. Kill rush. Jumps. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? Player two in dire straits with burnout. They just won't stop switching sides. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck. But burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Looking for a chance. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Gives the ring kick action on the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That amazing, never say die attitude got them the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Boom, It looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Player 1 is working with a better game. Crowns them from above. Psycho Blitz wakes them up. Crosses the cranium with a terrifying OD Psycho upper. Changes the pace with a fire. A jump. These fighters are swinging for control of them. This is gonna hurt. Next, the counter. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Sets up with the jump in. Player 1 can't win this without pulling the trigger. A wheel? Oh my god, they just jumped it up. Turns out. No hesitation or regret. Hit them with a head-ass heavy. Takes it over. Will they survive? Oh man, who's gonna get? They're just gonna go. The shot pays off. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Using the target combo with a pillar. Hit them with a 1-2-3. Just out of range for that throw. They hit each other. Definitely shuts out the jumper. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Gets the jump in. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. Left off projectile to waste time. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Little picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The jump in is denied. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Controls the distance with a smart heel rush back. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Springs forward with a drive rush. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Takes in the throw. Player 1 gained a hard-fought victory there. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. The drive impact left them a sweet punishment. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Knockdown takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Controls the distance with a smart heel rush back. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch in the corner. This is a tough situation to be in with no drive for both fighters. A super art, Cycle Storm bringing a flurry of pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 might have just shifted this round into all the throw connects. Going in, this is the time. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 can't use any drive tools. Gotta play it safe. The next touch may decide who touches building now that Psycho Cannon is out. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Who's going to steal this win? Crowns them from above. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. This is gonna hurt. Looking for a hold. A jump. This can lead to some big damage. corner pressure. Crunchy cycle knuckle there. What now? Noticeable anti-air in this one. Perfect tech. A jump in? Just what they were after. Player 2 survives that tense mirror match. Time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. All right, what's coming up next? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Checks with the projectile. Gets the jump in. Jump in finds the mark. Player 2 chases them down. Takes a trip. Sonic boom! They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Oh, burnout triggered! This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Checks them with the boom. Throws out a projectile. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Oh God, this is tense in there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sonic boom! Jumps? Controls the distance with a smart kill right back! Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Rolls out the Sobot. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player experiencing burnout. Looking to impress with this super. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? There's an overdrive arc. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. The life remaining tells us we'll have drive rush to keep it going. Sonic boom! Drive usage is back on the table. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Sonic brushes that off and keeps going. What now? Sonic blade to steal a turn. What are they gonna do? What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Open and whips. They're wide open. Barely blocks the jump in. The throw whips. Rolls out the pumps the brakes on the impact. Both fighters are raring to go. They trade hits. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Can this drive bring them back? They can't use drive. Let's loose a boom. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Amazing. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Boom. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. No way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. Player 1 is dangerously close to running out of drive. Taps him on the dome. Catching up the gauge right there. Oh! Hits the critical arc. They gotta bust out the protractors, bust out the lures, and think of a plan while this damage plays out. Answers with a fireball. It is over. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sonic boom. Jumps. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player 1 with the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Okay, they trade hits. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Was looking for that jump attack. Gets the jump in. Drive gauge finally recovers. Combo with the target combo. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. The jump in is G'd up with a super art connect. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Goes to the overdrive. Sonic boom. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Hits them with a stop and bomb. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Breaks the block with a throw. Player experiencing burnout. Oh, they're in the corner now. No one just goes for it at this range. Anti-air in the clutch. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Excellent block. Hanging, smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.